It's Nyla Dar here from Love Now TV, helping you to transform fear to love through understanding yourself better and reminding you of how much you've got going for you. So today's video is about giving yourself a break and being gentle with your goals. About 2.5 years ago, I stopped making these videos, partly because I was going through a tough time. I was struggling with the added responsibilities for my mum, my workload, and just generally in life. And so I just felt like I needed to take care of myself and see something fresh and new for me. And I decided not to do any more for the time being. And then, of course, the pandemic happened. And like most people, you literally can fast forward 2 years down the line. And then when I got clear and I had more energy and strength, I thought, you know what, I'm ready to do this again. And I do these videos because I want to give people hope and the possibilities of what they've got going for themselves and what's available to them, and for them to see something new. And so I wanted to, start again. But I was like, I'm a bit of a taskmaster for myself. And I said, well, Nyla, if you're going to do these videos, you've got to make sure you're consistent. You do them regularly. You can't stop and start. Like, you've got to make a decision and then you've got to do it. You can't do what you did before as and when. You've got to, discipline good, not following through bad, like black and white and kind of no gray area. So it's like, yeah, I'm going to do it. I'm ready. I'm going to do 1 video a week, and that's going to be it. And that's what I did. I started making the videos, and each week I would put on a video. And then I stopped, and I think a week or 2 weeks passed and I hadn't done one. And the truth is that we make our goals, okay? We make our timelines. We decide when we should achieve them. And then we give ourselves a hard time when there's a discrepancy between what we decided we were going to do and what the reality is. Now, the reality in my case is that the needs of my mother have got much more. She's 92, she has dementia. And, sometimes she's like the child and I'm the mother. So small things, practical things, she might not be able to do. Like use the remote control or put a hearing aid on. So the things that we take for granted, like our senses, that we never think about the fact that we hear. But when she can't hear that the gas is still left on the cooker and she thinks it's off. So they're like small things, but actually in reality, they're big things. And yet, she prays 5 times a day. And during the month of Ramzan, she's read the Quran Sharif 4 times. Because she's not fasting and she wants to do her bit. So you can see that she's functional, and then in other areas it's a struggle. Now, I have that on a 7-day basis, day in, day out. And then I've got my own work commitments. And so when she gets lost or she gets distressed and she starts crying very easily, I could be in the middle of something and I come and I stop and I attend to her, and then I might sit with her and calm her down. And as a result, I lose momentum of what I started, or I'm too tired by the time I've gone back to it. And so everything else, is on a back burner, right? So at the moment, it was like, my priority is my mum and my own health and sanity. and the work commitments that I already have. And so these videos are a luxury, okay? And so I decided that I would do one a week. Now, in reality, maybe what's more realistic and more kinder to me is to do maybe 2 a month. And that's all I need to do. But in order for me to see that, I've got to slow down and give myself some space and look at what's playing out, instead of giving myself a hard time that I said I would do something and then I'm now not doing it and beating myself up. Now, we can do that with any goal because we set the goals. You know, somebody could have the goal, oh, by the time I'm 30, I want to be married and have children. And 30s come and there's no man and there's no children. Now they're under pressure because they haven't achieved what they're set out to do. But we forget that we set the goal and we set the timeline. So, you know, I invite you to look at your goals, to look at your life, to look at the pace you're running it, and also what's really important. What are your priorities? You know, your health, your well-being, your loved ones. Like, I don't know how long my mum's got, you know, and she is my priority. And everything else has to come after that. Even I come after that. And then my work, and then this. So it's good to have goals, it's good to have discipline, it's good to follow through, but slow the fuck down and stop if you're not achieving them, and remember, you made the goal, you made the deadline. The discrepancy is what you've generated. So don't give yourself a hard time, just be kind. Accept where you are, review what you decided to do, and see what you can change or make peace with the pace, the way things are. Because you can't force life to go the way you want it to. And part of the reason we struggle so much is because we go, no, it can't go like this. I want it to be how I want it. But life doesn't work like that. We can't control it. We can't impose upon it. We can't speed it up. We can't slow it down. But if we're present and we sit still for a minute and we look at what's going on, we can change the timeline. We can change the deadline. And we can look at what is really important. What's a real priority? And what's one that I'm making up and making demands on myself? So I invite you to look at your goals and to give yourself a break, to be kinder with yourself, and, you know, trust life, that whatever's meant for you is not going to pass you by. And do your best. That's all any of us have got at any given moment. So thank you for listening. If you like the video, please subscribe to the channel, and I hope it gives you food for thought, and I will see you next time. Bye for now.